YouTube, what is going on? Your boy Go to Blues back here for another video. And I'm here to discuss a very interesting topic that has just been going on in the community. It always goes on, you know what I mean? But this is episode 3 of Time to Talk. Now, if you're new to the channel, you don't know what this is, I essentially kind of pick a discussion piece that's usually relevant to the community, and I discuss it, give you my 2 cents of it. And I like to see what everyone is thinking about it as well, because we all have kind of different thoughts on a number of different things, but it's sometimes really fun and exciting to just talk about it, engage with each other, and see what other people's heads at with it. So this is episode 3, and this is essentially about opening or not opening physical media, specifically for me, because I'm bringing this up, import titles, right? So before I get into it, guys, you already know the spiel. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, definitely make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification button so you know when I'm dropping content. Like and comment below. Let me know. I'm so curious what you guys think about this topic. So definitely comment below. Give me your thoughts on what you do. What is your thought process on opening or not opening physical media and the likes? And let's get into it. So again, this is specifically for import titles. So when I buy my domestic releases, Best Buy, Target, Walmart, I open them up all the time, unless I double dip and then I'll open up one and just keep the other one closed for obvious reasons. But when it comes to my import titles, the Steelbooks, Blue Fans, Film Arena, Nova Media, Wheat Collection, I don't ever open them up. Now, I did do a little small unboxing for Heat Street 2. Definitely go check that out. That is an import title, but I was a little bit comfortable in opening that one up. It was kind of cool. Always have that itch, but, it is what it is. So the thing is I've heard so many people talk about this. There's people on both sides of the aisle, and they both have valid points as to why they do or don't open their physical media. So let's visit both of those sides, right? Because I like this. So from what I've heard and what I can understand about people that open up everything they get, it's because they're buying what they want and they want to open it up and get the full enjoyment out of it. And I completely agree, right? You can see certain things, but sometimes having it in hand is the best thing ever. And you get to, open up and see everything that comes with it. You can enjoy all the content, because a lot of times with these imports, it's not just the movie or it's not just the artwork, but then now you also have postcards or high gloss prints, different things that they can add within this release that we usually don't get with domestic titles like Best Buy Steelbooks. So I completely understand why they do it. And again, 4K is region free, so a lot of these new ones now are 4K. You can watch the movie. So I get that. And the fact that you're spending money, because these things aren't cheap, and it's kind of like, I know a lot of people don't just want to buy something and sit it on their shelf. They want to actually use it. So that to me is, from what I can understand, is the main reason why someone would actually open up physical media import titles. I 100% agree. I understand where you guys are coming from. I'm not one of those kind of like, oh, my way is, the right way and you guys are crazy. I completely understand. But let me bring you to my side. Oh, wait, before I do that, another one, a big reason I've heard is I'm not selling it. I want this. This is mine to keep forever, and I'm opening it up. So now let's go visit the other side, the dark side. And I'll give you my reason why I don't open it up. Now, even prior to collecting physical media, I collected things like basketball cards and action figures and things like that. I've always been a mint on card collector. My basketball cards are mint. There's no mess up on the edges of the cards. And it's just because it just could be me wanting everything to feel complete. So when it comes to movies, it's, specifically import titles, not opening them makes me feel like it's complete. So that's one thing. 2, most of the time when I buy these import titles, these one clicks or individuals, I already have the movie from Best Buy. I already have the digital copy, so there is no real need for me to open it up, right? And I'll give you just a quick example, and then I'll continue kind of my spiel. But for example, Kimchi put out a one click of Sicario Day of the Soldado. Right now, prior to buying this, I had bought another edition, which is the single lenticular. Right, this is this one here. Right, you get a single lenticular, double lenticular, and a full slip. So I have both, right? Now I usually don't have both, but then in this instance, this is what comes in here, right? So it's kind of like, okay, I can't see this because I didn't open it up. Ooh, word. I can't see it because, I didn't open it up. And so to some, I'm not enjoying it. But here's my main reasons why I don't open it up, aside from what I already just said about already having the copy of the movie. Even if I didn't, I can see what's in the box. There's videos, there's pictures. And yes, I do know that sometimes seeing it in person is always better. I get that. But at the same time, it's kind of like, again, it's the completionist in me to want to keep them sealed. Number two, how many times am I ever going to go back and drool and goo goo gaga over the fact that I opened it up? For me personally, and everyone may be different, if I open up a one click, and when you get to a point where you have a bunch of one clicks or a bunch of special editions, it kind of decreases the chances that you're going to visit that again and go through the stuff and look at it. So for me, it feels like it's a one-time thing of opening it, and then the next time I may go back and look at it is if I'm re-shifting, and I may not even take the time to do so. So it's just to open and enjoy that one time of doing it. Now, I personally get enjoyment when I see a video of someone unboxing, and I know I have that, and so I kind of get excited. Without even opening it, I'm excited. The other thing that I do want to point on that's very, I don't think it's controversial, but it's kind of realistic, right? So these titles goes for a good amount of money. Sometimes these things can double in price, right? Import titles. They can really skyrocket. And a sealed brand new will sell faster and usually is worth more than it being open. And sometimes the worth between, as my dog is agreeing, sometimes that worth is substantially different, right? So for me, it comes back to the argument or just the reasoning when someone says, I'm not going to sell this, so that's why I'm opening it up. Well, here's my thought on that. You don't want to sell it right now. And same thing with me. Right now, as we speak, as I'm filming this video, I have no intentions on selling my movies whatsoever. But I cannot make an assumption that I'm going to have that feeling 5 years from now or even 10 years from now. It's an assumption. I think when that statement comes out, it's a current feeling that you're not going to sell your movie. Now, you may never want to sell your movie, but life is life. There may things that may come up that you may force you to sell it even against your own will. Whether it be you need to sell it, space, there could be a number of things. And we see it all the time with other collectors maybe moving or something like that, and they have to downsize their collection, or they just have to sell off, or they no longer have the interest because of maybe what's going on in the industry or the products. So when we say, I don't want to sell it, I agree, you probably don't want to sell it, and you may not never want to sell it, but we also have to understand that that is just a current feeling. We have absolutely no idea what's going to happen 5, 10, 20 years from now. And for me, by me not opening the movies, I'm not losing anything. I'm not losing an experience or anything like that. And if I ever need to sell it, I know that I can get the top value for it. And I don't look at collection as investments, but at the same time, you do have to understand what you have. And I get amazed all the time when I'm like, because I don't follow what goes out of print and what's the value. But, when you're in the community, there's a lot of people that do. And so I get, they're talking about it. And I'm like, this Steelbook went out of print, or this TV series went out of print. It's worth that much. And it's amazing. It's cool. All right, sorry, I usually don't edit, but I had to edit because my dog went crazy, as she always does. But yeah, so back to what I was saying of, we do have to understand that what we do have is worth something. And I think that it would be I don't know. It's there's nothing wrong with noticing what you have in terms of value, right? It's not why you every Tuesday go and buy a Steelbook or just continue to collect. That's not the reason. For some, it may be. Some people like to know that they have high value, you know, items within their collection, and that's fine. But like for me, I don't collect because I'm like, oh, I want this. I know it's gonna be worth money. I like it, and so that's the main reason I'm buying it. But at the same time, I do understand what I have, and why not kind of kill two birds with one stone? You know what I mean? Enjoy the collection that I have while also knowing that I'm keeping it in pristine condition, and just in case I sell it, I can get this absolute top dollar. So that's how my mind is, and I don't think that takes away from me being a collector, because I know there's some purists out here that's kind of like, um, it's about the movie, and it is about the movie, right? We understand that. But as I said in one of my prior videos, I think, of what type of collector you are, the one thing that we are sure of in general is the movie. We've seen the movie before. And we are at a place right now where packaging and artwork has a very, very high value, and I'm not even talking monetary. I'm just saying just the value of it, of what the product is. Case in point, Lionsgate put out T2 Steelbook, probably one of the best, if not the best, Lionsgate Steelbook to date. We know that transfer is not good, but guess what? We still went out and bought it because of the Steelbook, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I don't really think that purists should come out of the woodworks and jump on people like. And I get what they're saying, because there are people that are not, they're collecting and they don't even know the movies, and I get that too. But guess what? Everyone's going to collect for what they want. Can't control that. We only can kind of control what we do, buy what we want. So those are my reasons as to why I don't open them. And again, I pulled out some other stuff. So, and I have this in a plastic, so it's even further protected, but it's still sealed. But for me personally, when I got this, like, the fact I still can, I still can enjoy this release almost to the utmost, because I still can see the lenticular. So it's what I enjoy. Look at the depth on it. That's crazy. And so for me, those are the reasons why I personally don't open my physical media. And right now where I'm at, I don't see that I will be opening them. But again, I understand parties on both sides of this discussion of why you want to open it and why you don't. At the end of the day, it's what you want. It's what type of collector you are. If you want to just completely dive into everything, all contents in there, yes. If not, then you don't open it. Sure, all these things could be absolutely blank. There could be no disc in them. They could be just fake. It's true. But I get mine from the manufacturer through a middleman, so I'm pretty confident that they aren't. But I don't know if that even would make a difference, because if I do decide to sell it, it's still brand new. So I'm selling it brand new without it being open. So it's not inspected anyway. So it won't technically affect me, right? But yeah. So I just wanted to jump on and touch base, because I know this is a big topic that is always been in existence in this community, and it's not even this community. It's in multiple communities. Figures to the point where it's they may open it, look at it, and put it back in the package, and even when you look at some of these things as being graded now, for example, like the grading of items has been such a popular thing, and what's being sold for these items is insane. But guess what? They're not open. They're kept in pristine condition. And for me, we all can say what we want, but it's hard pressed for me to really find someone that's like, hey, if you have this Sicario lenticular and you get it graded because it's unopened, and this is a graded 9 or 9.5, you can get $25,000. I'm pretty sure most people, if they can get $25,000 for a graded piece in their collection, they will sell that collection. They will sell that specific piece. I get we all say that, oh, I would never sell anything. everything almost has a price, right? And granted, a lot of times you're not going to get that price for it, but you never know. You know, we see Blu-rays like Free Willy going for over $100. It's a Blu-ray. It's a Blu-ray. That's all it is. So you never know what any of this stuff is. And when, you know, I do follow kind of the whole pop culture and the figures and things like that we had back in the day, that now when people have still 20, 30 years later in pristine condition and they're getting graded, it's selling for an astronomical amount. Basketball cards, Pokemon cards. I mean, the thing is if someone told you years ago, or someone tells you now that, hey, that Steelbook or that slipcover in the next 6-7 years is going to be worth thousands of dollars if you keep it pristine, and you can sell it for thousands of dollars and then pay $29 for it, are you really not going to keep it pristine and sell it? And we don't know what is what. We don't know what is going to be. But at the same time, if I don't have a reason to open it, then I don't, you know, for me personally, I won't open it because, again, I'm not going to visit it frequently enough. I can see what's in it from videos, even though it's not the same thing as in in person. But, you know, and then I also know that at the end of the day, the value of that item it's more substantial when it's sealed. And for some reason, again, going back to me and being a completionist, for some reason having it sealed makes me feel like it's completed. And so that's kind of how it is. So guess what? Down in the comments below, because I know this may get some people, let me know, what is your thought on this? Let me know, do you agree, disagree? Do you have different thoughts on it? I would love to hear you guys' feedback. Start this discussion. It's a continuing discussion, but I thought I'd just make a video, kind of get it out there. And there's been some other topics that I want, so hopefully I'll be pushing out more and more of these time to talk discussion pieces. And hopefully you guys give me feedback and you guys kind of engage, and let's see what this is all about. Thank you guys again for watching the videos, for the support, and greatly appreciate it. And I'm going to be bringing a lot more, because once May comes, it's about to get crazy. I've been saying that for a while, so I gotta keep to it. So you guys have a good one, and I will catch you later.